Hi everybody, I'm Joanna Takias. So for my observation, normally I do mobile order for Starbucks, and instead I went in a little bit extra early, stood in line, ordered, and as I was waiting, I observed a few different people. Um, it was really interesting to see everyone who's waiting, whether it was a mobile order or they waited in line, the impatience that everyone has without having to say a word. Um, there was one man in particular who he was just standing really close to everybody who happened to be waiting there before. And the closer he stood, he's got his arms crossed and he's just like tapping his feet. And then he just kind of looked at the employee a lot. And I think the eye contact, she understood that he's in a rush. He's trying to hurry up with what he's doing and trying to get where he's going. And that kind of put her feeling rushed. You could see it on her face. She didn't have to say anything. And she just kind of looked at him and stepped back, and then keeps making drinks, and he's just waiting. And every time someone else's got called, he wouldn't move out of their way. They'd kind of look at him, and instead of saying excuse me, no one was saying excuse me. They're just trying to squeeze by. And it was really interesting to me that you can put off that much negativity and show how impatient you are with just these looks, enough to make the employee nervous, and like she has to hurry up with what she's doing. It's the morning. We all know Starbucks is extremely crowded in the morning with everyone trying to go to work. So I was there for probably like 15-20 minutes. And then I got my drink right before him. So I sat in my car and I like watched him come out, and he's rushing to the car, didn't even look back when he was backing out, just sped off. But it was all that nonverbal communication. It put everybody kind of tensed up. It was really interesting to see. And then for part two, my workspace at work is extremely organized, very clean. I try to not have a lot of clutter. I deal with a lot of customers, and so I don't want them to see that. However, my workspace at home, where I do all my homework, is extremely messy at this moment. I'm not going to show you guys though. And I don't let a lot of people into my home. I let them very private. I do like to have my space by myself. So my best friend will see it now and then if she comes over, and that communicates to her that I'm either stressed out or I'm working too much and I haven't had a lot of time to do anything. And she's pointed it out to me before that she knows if my space is messy, that I have way too much happening, that I'm really unorganized at that time, and that I'm probably procrastinating with schoolwork, that I'm probably rushing to work every day. But when my space is very clean and organized, I seem to be more at ease. I take my time. I'm always on time. I'm getting my homework done, doing a little bit every day rather than cramming it in. And so, with it being messy right now, I know that that's communicating. I've had a super busy week, that I'm trying to hurry up with everything. And that's not what I want to be communicating to people. I've actually started working on fixing that. And the way I'm fixing that is I have a new calendar. I'm trying to write everything down with what day I need to get this done, how much time I'm allowing myself for certain things. And I think that's helping a little bit. I think it's getting me somewhere. But it is pretty crazy how those nonverbal communications, such as how organized or unorganized your workspace is, tells people exactly how your day is going or how your work life is. And whether that's mentally or emotionally, like it is just showing. If it's cluttered, it's probably a little chaotic right now. There's no way you have all that clutter and everything's going smooth and organized. But yeah, I think that's it.